Hello all, welcome to Diamond's Divine Creations. I am your host, Diamond. I thank you all so very much for listening and for watching and joining me on today. I do hope you all are doing well and feeling well. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and of course comment, because that is your free way of showing your support to help grow my channel. However, if you would like to make a small contribution, you can always show your support by donating through Cash App, which is $TiffDIAMOND36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamonds. Okay, guys? So, look. Today's delicious dinner recipe is going to be a pasta salad. Something very plain and simple that can feed a lot of people, and it don't take a lot of time. Okay, so without any further ado, we are going to get started. Let's dive into what all ingredients we're going to be using on tonight. Okay, so as you can already see, guys, I have my smoked sausage here. You can use whatever type of smoked sausage you would like. If you prefer the regular smoked sausage, that is fine. However, I'm using a cheddar jalapeno smoked sausage. Okay, I'm also going to be using shrimp. Okay, so you want to get you some raw shrimp. Make sure that you wash and clean your shrimp. Okay, and as you can see, I already seasoned it up. Okay, for the seasonings for the shrimp, I used the Tajin seasoning, as well that I've used some lemon pepper. Y'all know I gotta have my lemon pepper, honey. I also use onion powder, as well as garlic powder. Okay, on my shrimp seasoning. Okay, guys, besides that, we need us a bell pepper. You also need an onion. We need a cucumber. Okay, I told you half of the seasonings, but we're also going to be using Italian seasoning as well as basil. You want your extra virgin olive oil as well. Do we need white vinegar? Okay, you can use whatever type of tomatoes you want to use. However, I'm going to be using the Medley tomatoes. Okay, you need some grated Parmesan. As well, do we need black olives? Okay, we're also going to be using pickles. I thought I had regular just dill pickles, guys, that I was going to chop up, but come to find out, I only had the dill hamburger pickles, so we're going to be using some pickles regardless. Okay, we have banana peppers, as well as I'm going to be using a diced jalapeno peppers. We need real bacon bits. Okay, that's the real bacon pieces. It's actually not bacon bits. It's called real bacon pieces, guys, okay? So not the hard, crunchy bacon bits, but the real bacon pieces, okay? We're also going to be using walnuts as well. I'm not going to be using a Texas toast, garlic, and buttered flavored croutons, okay? For our pasta, we are going to be using spaghetti pasta. You can use any type of shredded cheese that you like. However, I'm going to be using the Fiesta blend shredded cheese. Okay. We also need hard-boiled eggs. Of course, you can boil those eggs yourself, but for the sake of time, I'm going to be using the hard-boiled eggs is already ready. Okay. You can get already prepared, already ready hard-boiled eggs. Okay. All of these ingredients you do want to be cold as well, for the exception of your meat, because we're going to grill our meat, okay? Last but not least, we need us some buttery smooth crackers, okay? So whether you like club crackers or whatever type of crackers you like, honey, you can have those. I'm using the buttery smooth crackers, okay? We're also going to be using garlic butter, guys, okay? So first things first, those are all of our ingredients. Okay, you want to get your eye on your pot of water. Okay, so get you a fresh pot of water. Okay, you want to go ahead and get that on. While it's getting hot, go ahead and add you like a tablespoonful of olive oil, as well as we're going to add a little olive oil in the bottom of our pan that we're going to be fixing our shrimp in as well, guys. Okay, allow that to continue to warm, and then we're going to add our spaghetti pasta, and then we're going to be grilling our meat here. Okay, guys. Okay guys, so you definitely want you a big mixing bowl, whatever type of bowl you want to use, depending on, it's easier to fix it in one big bowl, and then if you want to transfer it to something later, you definitely can. Okay, we're going to be using a pillar. You don't have to use a pillar if you like the skin on your cucumbers, because that's the only thing I'm going to be using the pillar for. Okay, and of course you need a good knife to chop up some of our other ingredients here, guys. Okay, which the only thing we're going to have to chop up is our cucumber, our onions, and our bell pepper. Okay, I'm going to start with our cucumber. Okay, while we're allowing our water to get hot and our pan to get hot, that we're going to be cooking our meats in. Okay, so of course, like always, we're gonna rinse off that cucumber, y'all. This is a huge damn cucumber. Okay, I don't know where they grew this at. Okay, so let's cut off the tip of that cucumber, guys, just like that. Now, like I said, if you don't mind the skin being on your cucumber, that's perfectly fine. A lot of times, like if I'm just fixing a salad, I'll just slice up some cucumbers. The skin don't bother me none, but I am just going to shave the side of this cucumber, and you don't need it unless you are like feeding likely more than 10 people. I wouldn't tell you to use a whole cucumber. Okay, we're going to make a good sized portion of this, but it's going to be a little bit a smaller portion because, as y'all know, it's only me and my daughter, so there's no need for me to make, you know, a whole big heap of this. So I'm only probably going to use about half of this cucumber, guys. Okay, so we're just going to peel the skin off of like half of this cucumber, y'all. Okay, and then we're going to slice our cucumbers, and then we're going to cut those slices of our cucumbers into fours. Okay, so let's slide this over real quick so y'all can see. Okay, so only half of that cucumber, guys. Okay, and as thick as you like your cucumbers, you just want to chop those up just like so. Don't take long at all. Now, half of that cucumber is all we're going to be using, guys. Okay, and then we're going to cut our cucumber into fours. Okay, so straight down the middle, then turn it the other way, cut it straight down again, where you get 4 pieces of the cucumber. Okay, just like that. That's all it is to it. Next, we're going to be cutting our onion. Okay, now depending on how big of an onion person you are determines how much you use. You are definitely not going to use an entire onion. Okay, not even if you're feeding a lot of people should you use an entire onion. Okay, I would definitely say if you were making this for a huge crowd of you know, 20 or more people, you would use half. I would say you could use half the, because that would be a really, really big portion. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were doing like a party or something like that where there's going to be a lot of people, and so you're making a big bowl of this, you could use like half of the onion. Okay, we are not even going to use half of our onion. Okay, so we have our cucumbers. Push those over to the side, guys. Okay. Now we will use about half of our bell pepper. Okay, bell peppers are a lot smaller than onion. It's not like the same size or even density. Okay, so what is this? Bell pepper here. Okay, so we want to cut like this joker in half. Okay, just like that. Okay. And we're going to make sure we rinse this, which I've already rinsed it once, but we're going to rinse the inside of it. Make sure all of those seeds are out. Pull out the guts of that bell pepper. And we're going to just slice this up all which ways, honey. It don't have to be fancy. It don't have to be pretty because we're going to chop this up into cubes. We just want to make smaller pieces of this for us to do so, okay? This is a really quick meal, and it's like this alone would fill you up, okay? If you're a bread eating type of people, this, considering the fact it has meat and, you know, a lot of hearty vegetables and different things in it or whatever, it definitely can fill you up. If you like bread, you can add you like a bread, a roll, or a Texas toast or something like that on a side. This is not a cornbread type of dish, but, you know, whatever type of, even like a croissant or something. Whatever type of bread that you like could definitely go good on the side of this. But a nice hearty bowl of this pasta salad by itself or with a certain bread to your liking would definitely fill up anybody, okay? I know some people like, you know, 3, 4, 5 course meals or whatever, which is cool sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes our eyes get bigger than our appetite, and we make our plate and don't even be able to eat half of what we was really, everything we was seeing that we wanted or whatever. But this is definitely something to eat that's really good for you, okay? Even if you're not a meat eating type of person, you will fix this pasta salad the same exact way without any of the meat, okay? So it's a healthier dish, okay? You don't have those sugars and fats and different things like that in there. Not a lot anyway, okay? Well, none at all if you don't use the meat, okay? But not even very much with the meats that I'm using, okay? Now, some people only use one meat in their pasta salad. You can do any type of meat you like. So if you would like to do this with like cubed chicken breast or something like that, that would be just fine. Or if you only wanted to do the smoked sausage or only wanted to do something like shrimp or something like that, it's perfectly fine, honey. However you want to do it, okay? Even if you're not a meat eating type of person. There's really no wrong way to make a pasta salad. Now, you do know that this is a cold dish. So your pasta salad, just like other salads, okay? Just like you eat coleslaw, just like you eat potato salad, just like you eat macaroni salad or anything like that, is served cold, okay? So when we put this whole thing together and everything, we are going to be putting it in the refrigerator to let it cool for a little bit. I mean, you can eat it as soon as it's done, okay? Because all your ingredients should be cold except for your meat, okay? But you're really going to allow that meat to cool down after we cook it, so we can get the same temperature as everything else. That's why I suggested putting it in the refrigerator for a few minutes or what have you. Not long at all, just for it to cool down or whatever. And this is like ready to serve, okay? So we have our cucumbers, as well as we have our bell peppers here, okay, guys? And now we're going to be chopping our onion now, okay? Our water is just about ready. Our skillet we're going to be cooking in is just about really ready as well, guys. Okay, so like I said, you do not need a whole onion, okay? You don't even need half of an onion, okay? But like I said, this is like really to your taste, because if you're someone who likes a lot of onion, of course you would be the type who want more onion, okay? But as far as serving size, I definitely would say only like a half a cup worth. Okay. So that's just a little bit less than half of a cup of onion, guys. Okay. We're going to peel off this outside portion of our onion, and we're going to wash it off, of course, and then we're going to chop it up from there and add it to our bell pepper and our cucumbers. Okay. So you just want to, again, you can slice this however you want to. I'm just going to chop this down real quick, long ways, and then we're going to chop it up into cubes. Okay, guys. That's all it is to it. Now, I am doing all my vegetables separate, but for the sake of saying, when it comes to your bell pepper, your onion, and your tomato, for those of you who just like press for time, honey, you don't feel like that extra, you don't feel like chopping up nothing or anything like that, you can use pico de gallo. You know, your pico de gallo has your tomatoes, your green onions, and your regular onions already combined together. So of course you can do that and just, you know, dump you like a good sized portion of that in there, probably like a cup, if you want to go that route. I actually have a fresh container of pico de gallo, but I just decided I was going to do this like this because I actually wanted the melody tomatoes instead of just like, you know, the chopped regular tomatoes or what have you guys. So I did just want to throw that suggestion out there to you all, guys. Okay, so I'm still chopping up this onion, child. Okay, now y'all know when it comes to your pasta, again, it just depends on how many people you are feeding to determine how much pasta you should be, you know, cooking, okay? Because I'm making a smaller portion, obviously I'm not going to cook an entire package of spaghetti pasta, okay? Those of you who have a big family, feeding more people, you definitely would want to, okay? But I'm probably going to use only a little less than a half, okay? And again, it depends. Like if you are the type to like to split your spaghetti in half, okay, that actually provides you more of the spaghetti noodles, okay? If you're going to put them in their whole size, okay, then obviously you want to cook a little bit more, okay? So I'm gonna say a handful, okay? Like half of this box is what I'm gonna fix, okay? Half of this 16-ounce box of spaghetti, okay? And I am going to split mine in half. So we're just gonna break these in half and we're going to add it to our water in our olive oil, okay? You definitely want to make sure that you are occasionally stirring that, okay? The olive oil is going to keep that pasta from sticking anyway, but you definitely still want to give it a stir every now and again, okay? Okay, guys, so we now have our cucumbers, our bell peppers, and our onions chopped up. We're going to set that aside while we get our meat cooked and our pasta cooked as well, guys, okay? And then once we get those things done, we can proceed to add the rest of our ingredients, okay? Now, you can use whatever type of dressings you would like to use on your pasta salad. However, I like to use a raspberry vinaigrette dressing, guys, okay? This is so good on pasta salad. I also use a bit of ranch, okay? Y'all probably think the two don't combine, but I'm telling y'all, okay? Believe me, it is so good, okay? You should definitely try it, guys, okay? So flip your shrimp, okay? Y'all should know how to cook your own shrimp, honey, okay? Now, you can get that pre-cooked shrimp if you want to. I actually happen to buy the raw shrimp or what have you. The raw shrimp looks gray when you purchase it, but after you cook it, it gets the pinkish color to it, okay, as you can see here, okay? And that's all it is to it, guys. So we're going to continue to stir our pasta occasionally. We flipped our shrimp. We're going to allow that to get done. Once our shrimp gets done, we're going to put it in a bowl for it to cool, and then we're going to grill our smoked sausage, really quick, okay? Your smoked sausage don't have to cook for very long. You just want to cook it for about a minute or two on either side, and it's ready, okay? And then we can begin to assemble our pasta salad, okay? Also, guys, there's one more thing that we need to chop up that I forgot to tell you all about. That's our pickles, okay? So go ahead, get your pickles, okay? And chop up those as well. I would definitely say about a half a cup. If you're making a small portion, you could use a cup or more if you're making a larger portion for more people, okay? But I think I'm only going to do like a half a cup of the pickles, okay? All these flavors from these different vegetables is gonna blend in so well together, y'all. Okay? So chop up your pickles. And get those on your plate or whatever chopping dish or whatever you're using. Put that on the same chopping surface that you're doing your onions and your bell pepper, and your cucumber and everything, because all these things are going to blend together anyway, so it don't matter if they side by side or if they touch or anything like that, okay? So we're going to do this thing just like that, okay? So now we have our pickles on here, okay? As well as our onion, our bell pepper, and our cucumber, okay? So set that aside, and we're going to wait for everything else to get done, y'all. Okay, y'all, our shrimp looks just about done. Very important, you do not allow your pasta to overstarch. Some people like mushy pasta like that, but when you're making pastas, salads, well, I don't feel like no pasta should be overstarched and all mushy and soggy like or whatever, but you know, different strokes for different folks, okay? But definitely when you use making pasta salads, you don't want your pasta to be overstarched, guys, okay? So in the same pan that we did our shrimp, we're going to be adding our smoked sausage to it, guys, okay? We're going to take our shrimp out and put it on a dish and set it to a side and allow it to cool. Now, if you want to pull those tails off, you can buy shrimp with the tails off already, okay? But I bought regular raw shrimp with the tails on, okay? You can buy yours however you like. You can go ahead and pull those tails off if you want to, or if you're the type that just like to pull the tail off while you're eating them, that's just fine as well, okay, guys? So we're going to get that smoked sausage on and going. We're going to set our shrimp aside and allow it to cool, guys. I seasoned the cucumbers, bell pepper, onions, and pickles. I put a little bit of lemon pepper and a little bit of Tajin seasoning on there. You don't have to season your vegetables if you don't want to. It's fine, okay? So, our pasta is done. It's just right, honey, okay? So you can turn your eye off that you were using to make your pasta, and we're going to drain all of this water off of the pasta, guys, okay? All of it. Completely drain it. And then we're going to get our big old bowl that we're going to be cooking in. And we're going to be adding our pasta to our bowl, okay? And we're going to let it sit for just a minute and allow our pasta to cool off as well, guys, okay? But you're going to dump the entire contents of your pasta into that bowl, okay? Once you do that, you're going to take your garlic butter and you're going to put you like 2 or 3 tablespoons, okay, depending on however much you want, okay, in that pasta, okay, while it's hot, okay, so it melts really good. Okay. I'm going to stir that in real good, guys. We're also going to add some Italian seasoning to our pasta. Italian seasoning. And just a little bit of basil. Okay. And we're going to give that a nice stir. And let that blend in with that garlic butter. Real nice. If you want to add some seasonings, I'm going to add a bit of onion powder. And just a little bit of garlic powder to my pasta. As well as I am going to add some Parmesan cheese. To my pasta as well. Blend that really good, guys. And your pasta should be looking like this, okay? Next, we're going to be taking 2 capfuls, okay? So 2 little capfuls of vinegar. And pour it in your pasta. And we're going to be doing the same with our olive oil, okay? So I'm going to do like 2, maybe 3. If you don't like, I like olive oil like that. If you don't like olive oil like that, you definitely don't have to add that much in there. Okay, guys? When you do that, you want to stir it just like that. Okay? And then we're going to set our pasta aside really quick. Oh, one more thing. We can go ahead and add our real bacon pieces, guys, okay? So this is actually real bacon. It's just in pieces, okay? Instead of us taking whole bacon slices and frying them or cooking them in the oven and then adding them to our pasta salad, I just decided to do it like this, okay? So once you got those bacon pieces in there, you're going to give it a mix around as well, guys, just like that. Okay, so that's how your pasta salad should be looking. Okay, now let's set this aside really quick. We're going to allow it to cool while we check on our smoked sausage, guys. Okay, so give it a stir around. Okay, flip those pieces over. You want to let it cook for a little while longer. And really, your smoked sausage is already done. If you want to like put your smoked sausage in there cold, you actually can. You can eat smoked sausage cold if you want to. I just like mine's cooked and then I let it cool or what have you. I don't know, it gives it a better taste to me for some reason, okay? So that's all that is to it, guys. We're going to allow our pasta and our meats to cool just a little bit, okay, guys? I'm going to add some garlic butter sauce to my shrimp. Just a little bit, however much you would like, okay? We just want it on there for the flavor. So flip that around. Make sure that garlic butter sauce gets on either side of your shrimp. Okay, just like that. If you want to do this while it's in the pan that it's cooking in, that's just fine as well. Okay, you can do it however you would like to. You can even add some of that garlic butter onto your on your smoked sausage as well if you want to, but you don't have to, okay? I just like it on that shrimp. Now, if you want to, I just made, because I'm making a smaller portion, I just made a few pieces of shrimp here, okay? But to stretch this, okay, you can cut this shrimp up, like each piece of shrimp, you can make like little bitty pieces out of it, okay? And if you want to chop it up to kind of spread it out all over your pasta salad, if you want to do that as well, guys, okay? But you don't have to. Okay, guys, so we can turn off all of our eyes now. And let's begin to assemble our pasta salad, okay? So there's no right or wrong way to do this thing. However you want to do it, it's just fine. But I'm going to add my shrimp first to my pasta salad. Okay? Then we're going to dump the entire contents of those vegetables that we had into our pasta salad, guys, okay? And you can give that a bit of a stir really quick. We're still waiting for that our smoked sausage to cool. Okay. So after we do that, we're going to dump in our black olives. As well, are we going to add our tomatoes? And I'm using the Melody tomatoes, okay? So as many or as little as you would like. And we're going to stir that in as well. Just like that, guys. If you don't like those big chunks of tomatoes, you can definitely take a regular tomato and slice it up, you know, in smaller pieces if you like. Or you could just use the pico. It's a gallo, okay? And it has your tomatoes, your onions, and your green peppers already in there, okay? Okay, you also, now I'm going to add like a half a cup of walnuts. To my pasta salad. And we're going to add our cheese. Goodness, that almost fell now. We're going to be adding our shredded cheese as well. And remember, you can use whatever type of shredded cheese you would like. I've made this before with just mozzarella cheese or just cheddar cheese. So however much cheese to your liking, okay? Just add that in there. And we're going to be adding us some garlic butter croutons to our pasta salad as well. We're also going to be doing like 2 tablespoons of our diced jalapenos. Okay. And we're also going to be using banana peppers, okay? And you really can't measure this out to like a cup or like, well, I guess you could use like a half a cup or something like that. I was gonna say you can't really measure this out to like a teaspoon or tablespoon or nothing like that or whatever. Just however many you would like, okay? Now, if you're making this for a really big crowd or something, you would likely use your entire bottle there of banana peppers, okay? Making this for a smaller portion. I said I was making a smaller portion, y'all, but look how much this is making. I kid you not, okay? This small amount that I'm making is literally enough to feed several people, okay? I'm gonna be able to eat all of this for like a couple days at least. So stir in all of those good ingredients just like that, guys. Okay. We're now going to add our smoked sausages. They're nice and cool. So give that a stir around. Okay, we're going to take our raspberry dressing now. And we're going to add it This is a brand new bottle, guys, so let me get it open. And then we're going to add this as well. Let's see if I can get it open. Okay, good. This raspberry dressing is like tangy, it's sweet type of a flavor. So I put a good little portion, a good dressing sized amount in your bowl, guys, okay? You want to make sure it's all over your pasta as well as your vegetables you have in there as well, okay? Give that a nice little stir. Add just a little bit more. And believe it or not, guys, I'm also going to be using ranch, okay? Like I said before, I know this probably sounds silly to you all, okay? But I'm telling you, once you blend it all together, you're not even going to know. I mean, obviously, if you made it, you're going to know that it's in there. But it's not going to have like this overwhelming, ranchy type of taste to it. I don't know why it blends well. I did this one time just trying this, just like by myself, and it tasted so good, I decided to make a whole big old bowl of it like that, and it was awesome, okay? So y'all try it if you want to try it. Otherwise, pasta salads usually have like lighter dressings on them. If you're going to do like a pasta salad, it has like you want to use some type of lighter dressing or something on there, okay? But that's all it is to it, y'all. That is all it is to it, okay? Look at this bowl, y'all. I'm talking about I'm gonna make a small amount. This is a huge amount of pasta salad, okay, y'all? Like literally. Maybe it's because of all the spaghetti I fixed, and I only did a handful. But I told you I split it in half, so it's like there's spaghetti spreads or something like that or whatever. Okay, only thing we have to do now, guys, you can eat this. It's like ready to eat like right now, okay? But you can put it in the refrigerator, allow it to get cooler. If you want to, add a little bit more Parmesan on the top of this baby, okay? And your eggs goes around the side, okay, of your dish. You can add it in there or whatever if you want that flavor on the outside of your eggs, or you can just put them, you know, around your pasta on the side or what have you as you make your plate, guys, okay? So guess what? That's all to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, guys. Our pasta salad is done. Guess what, y'all? It's time to eat. Bon appetit. Grab your plate because it's time for our dinner date. Go ahead and take you a bite because this is another Diamond's Delicious Delights. Thank you all so very much for listening and for watching. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.